and dance on our floor. Take a step that is new. Weave a lovable space that meets your face. Three's company too. You'll see that love is above again. Laughter is coming for you. Down at our rendezvous. Three's company too.
On Friday nights, the football team gets a lot of recognition, but sometimes the marching band is overlooked. I talked to some of the members of the Pride of Indian Lake to see what they do in preparation for their season. How long did it take you to prepare for the halftime show?
6 weeks.
Well, we've been practicing since July of this year.
About a month to prepare.
It took us about an entire week.
The Guard had practices before July, so we started at the end of the school year last year.
What are the important things to know about marching band?
Know how to count.
It may seem hard at first, but it's really not as hard as it looks.
Just keep practicing, and it's not that bad.
Yeah, if you practice, you'll be fine.
It's very fun, and we could always use more brass, in my opinion.
What is the hardest part about marching band?
Band camp.
Probably learning the music or the counts for the shows, in my opinion, at least for my instrument.
Learning charts and learning all the different routines we have, because some of them are kind of the same. It's hard to remember all of them.
Spinning and doing the routines when it's rainy and cold and windy.
Memorizing your music and making sure that you're on count while playing at the same time.
Probably playing the actual instruments and doing the moves while we're on the field.
What is band camp?
A week where we come to school from 8 to 5 every single day and march on the field.
Band camp is the worst thing in the whole world. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, but it helps us learn, I guess, our rudiments and everything else that we have going on with band camp, so it's kind of essential.
It's really not that bad. You get really bad tan lines. My favorite tradition is dancing back. If we ever win or we win the football game, we do this different march back to the school or the bus.
When we win football games, we take our hats and we put them backwards, and we dance on our way back.
We do I Believe, that we will win.
Doing land every third quarter.
Come out and support the marching band and the football team this Friday at North Union.
On Friday, CCR class went to College Day at Ben Logan. I interviewed some of the colleges to see what they offered, and this is what I found.
So College Day is started by the ESC, and it's a way for students to meet different colleges. Colleges will go to Ben Logan and set up little booths, and then students have the opportunity to walk around, meet reps from different schools, ask questions, and get a feel for if that school is a good fit for them. I would say as a freshman, start thinking about college if that's something that you want to do. By your junior year, you really want to start to have more guidance on if college is the route you're going to go, or if you're leaning more towards military or going straight into the workforce. I would say junior year, making sure you're going on college visits, starting to think about which program you want to go into, looking at schools that might have that program.
I'm Mallory. I represent Tiffin University. We are about an hour and 20 minutes from here, so we're about 45 minutes-ish from Cedar Point.
Hi, my name's Clarissa, and I'm with Heidelberg University.
I represent the University of Findlay. My name is Jack Yeager.
My name is Devontae Drain, and I represent Capital University.
I looked at Findlay, Ashland.
I looked at Muskingum, Cincy, Miami.
We looked at Bowling Green
BG.
State.
BG.
We looked at, what else? Edison State.
OSU Lima.
Of course, we have a lot to offer on campus, but off as well. So we are a D2 school, so really any sport, we probably have it.
So some things that we offer, something that's huge that I talk to every single student about is you graduate in 4 years with your bachelor's degree, and you can major in anything. You can stay a 5th extra year and get your master's of business completely free.
So some of the programs that we're more known for, animal science. Pre-vet is huge. Also known for our medical programs, whether that's undergraduate like pre-med, biology, chemistry, or graduate level.
60 majors and 50 minors for students to choose from. We're a liberal arts institution, so a lot of them branch in the worlds of business, education, nursing, music, social sciences, and health and sports sciences are big areas.
I definitely just want to like meet new people, experience other things.
I'm just interested in learning more. I want to go into civil engineering.
I want to make a lot of money.
I want a family, and you need money for a family.
When it comes to applying, we really just look at your cumulative GPA. So really anybody with a 2.0 and above, that's what we kind of look at. 75% of our students are student athletes, so we do see a lot of that as well.
Since we are test optional and letter of recommendation optional, the essay is how I get to know my students.
Honestly, just you being yourself.
I love seeing good grades and a good GPA, of course, but I think my favorite thing is how do you use your essay to tell me more about yourself?
It's very different.
A lot of them have a lot of different programs that could be really helpful.
It's really not that expensive. Just get your money up.
Find the right college, and tuition's easy.
I think that students that are looking for a smaller school should definitely look at Tiffin. We have around 1,300 undergrad students, around 3,000 students in total.
We call ourselves the Berg family. We have a lot of student groups on campus. Our involvement is pretty amazing. We have D3 athletics.
Class sizes are normally around like 16 to 20, so they're a lot like high school. So you get to know your professors, you get to know your classmates pretty well.
We're a small school, so you get a lot of hands-on attention. We're about 7 minutes from downtown Columbus, so you have the real world to work with in that setting.
I think it's very helpful. Like me personally, I don't want to work in a factory. I want to be more hands-on with things.
Yeah, it helps open your eyes to colleges and things they can give out.
It's just opening opportunities.
Yeah.
I hope this helps you figure out what you want to do with your future and hopefully give you something to look forward to.
As we all know, breakups can be pretty rough, which is why I interviewed some students to make you feel a little bit better about your breakups.
She texted me and said that it wasn't working, and then I went to her house, and then she was with another guy.
He cheated on me.
You've never cheated on anyone?
No response.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. He just did, I guess.
I got picked up, drove around the block, broke it up with, and dropped back off my house.
Cheated on? Oh shoot.
How'd that go?
It was alright. It wasn't that bad.
They didn't talk to me. They talked to someone else, and then they came to me knowing that they were completely not trying to break up with me, but just trying to conceal it and going after whatever they wanted to do.
She broke up with me for my friend. Then got a flag that said his homie was hotter.
Some of those were pretty rough, but there's also some students who are pretty ruthless when it comes to their breakups. Have you ever broken up with someone?
Yes.
What's the worst way you've broken up with someone?
I cheated on them. Ghosting.
I told them that my dog died when they asked to hang out. I don't have a dog, and I never have.
Whose fault was it?
It was her fault.
Mine.
Definitely hers.
The girls.
His.
Well, you could say mine, but I'm gonna go with hers.
Me kind of just losing interest, but mainly theirs.
My ex-boyfriends?
I would not like to say.
Are you guys still friends?
No.
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 No, I hate her.
Not really.
No.
Not really.
No.
No.
Here's some examples of what not to do during a breakup.
This girl is crazy.
I'm breaking up with you.
Oh, dang it.
Kennedy, you're the ugliest, stupidest, selfish, downgrading, idiotic person I've ever been with. I hate you.
I hate you.
Oh, God, don't do my boy like that.
In conclusion, have a good reason to break up with your significant other. And if you don't, let them down easy.
What up, Lakers? Have you ever thought, what does Dr. Underwood do? I spent some time with Dr. Underwood, see what he does in a normal day, and let you guys follow along and see with me. Dr. Underwood started his day at the middle school with a morning breakfast with the community. He goes over all the activities and financing throughout the school. And here's Dr. Underwood to further explain this.
So back in 2017, we started a program called the Senior Citizens Breakfast, and that has evolved into just a community breakfast. And so at least once a year, we invite the community to one of the 3 buildings. We rotate it, and we have breakfast for them. And then I give a brief update on things that are going on at the school, and one of the principals or one of the student groups from each building provides a presentation. And so it's been a great community event and a good way for us to outreach with the folks who support us. So the best part of my job is really no 2 days are ever the same. A day works for me is I'm up usually a little after 5 a.m. and first thing I do is check the weather, obviously, and touch base with our transportation director. And then I usually try to be in my office no later than 6:45, usually here by 6:30, and that's kind of how the day gets started. First hour of the day typically is answering emails, checking budgets, completing some of our online reports we have to do with ODE. And then I try to get out to the buildings numerous times throughout the day. Here lately, a lot of my time has been dedicated to reaching out to legislators and trying to influence legislation that might help our cause. Do those speeches like that probably about once a week or once every 2 weeks somewhere out in the community. And then sit in a lot of meetings, obviously. Then usually by the end of the day, I try to be around at least to hear the buses come back in. They're usually in by a little after 4, so I always want to have my radio on for that. And some days here lately, I've even been driving a bus, so that's definitely changed the last couple years. A typical Friday for me, I'll stay after school once the buses are in, and generally that's a good time for me from that 4:30 to 6:30 time frame to really just work on some of those items that I didn't get done over the course of the week. And then I'll typically stay for the football game, try to interact with the community.
Dr. Underwood and I drove over to Ben Logan for an insurance meeting with the other superintendents. Dr. Underwood will further explain what the insurance meeting was about.
So we just finished an insurance consortium meeting, and basically the insurance consortium is a group of local schools that have formed together to try to reduce our health insurance rates for our employees. Today's meeting went extremely long because we're trying to set renewal rates for next year, and obviously insurance expenses continue to increase. So just getting back from the insurance meeting, it went much longer than we anticipated. It was only supposed to last a half an hour and ended up lasting almost an hour and a half. So that threw my schedule off a little bit. I was supposed to be in a 1 o'clock meeting for grant writing, and it's now about 1:15, so we're going to have to adjust a little bit, and then we'll head off to that meeting. Right after that, we have another meeting scheduled for a curriculum discussion, and then about that time, buses should be loading up, and that's when I'll get on the radio and monitor how that process is going.
Well, Lakers, there you have it. That is a day with Dr. Underwood, with all the activities and fun things that he does throughout the office and throughout the school day. And with that, Lakers, keep your stick on the ice.